Okay, everyone can hear me? Yes. Okay, so after a lavish lunch and such interesting sessions, what all we need now is a cup of coffee. And that is what I think I'm going to talk about today. Of course, we have arrangements for coffee also, but in a little while. I just present to you and what Sudhir has created the buzz around about Design India Cafe, I will just make you run through my short journey of work that I have been doing till now. Uh, I am Minti Shah. I have studied graphic design from the National Institute of Design, Ahmedabad. I was the head of visual communication design, Star India's news channels across, Star News, Star Ananda, Star Majha. After that, this was in Mumbai. After that, there was this time when the entire news industry had to shift their headquarters to Delhi. So that's when I went to Delhi and became a part of the design team where I actually designed the headquarters, the news factory of Star News. And that was a great exposure that I got in terms of the interdisciplinary approach that we studied in National Institute of Design. So after that, I got back to Bombay. I was managing the television broadcast media company called INX Media. I'm sure you all must have heard about Peter Mukherjee and Indrani Mukherjee scenario. So that's exactly when I was a part of it. And later, I was managing their channels also, 9X, 9XM, and NewsX. After that, I got back to my roots where I have been born and brought up, that is Ahmedabad, and started practicing design as a multidisciplinary approach in Ahmedabad. Yeah, so that's my daughter, Kadambari, who is 8 now, and who was 5.5 during COVID-19. And she used to, create small products and art and craft products and come and, sort of come to me and present that, look, Mama, this is what I've made. Look, Mama, this is what it means. And I always used to wonder. And of course, even in my design school days, over lots of cups of chai and coffee and conversations that we always have, and we all in Indians connect with that. With the knack of understanding of children, because my mom runs a pre-primary school in Ahmedabad, I really used to wonder that why educate and make the concept of design at the age of 17, and why not at 7? And that's exactly when I decided to develop something, the basic common sense in each and every task in day-to-day lives to make a living better. And I think that is what exactly the idea of design is all about. So a couple of ideas during COVID-19, and of course I had the opportunity and time to develop and create them. One of them where I designed a range of products and a range of furniture for children as well as adults. These are just a couple of them that I've displayed. Range of furniture and range of products where I wanted to just float around the idea of design, nothing doing to a common person, expressing the Indian history of culture and tradition with modern context. The second idea, which I really am passionate about, and we worked on, was the name of the drawing room. Now here, we actually created, conducted, and executed online and offline workshops all across the globe for children as well as adults with 2 of my batchmates of NID, of course. So these are a few examples. The entire idea was I really wanted to inculcate the idea of design at the same time, through skills and just making children aware of what is happening around through art and design. So these are a few. So this is the entire concept of the hybrid model that we worked on, the online and the offline. These are a few work that children created, of course, like right all across the globe. Acrylic pouring. So we actually introduced a lot of skills also here. Now, while all this was happening, of course, I've known Sudhir for almost 20 years now. Uh, during one of our conversations, he actually introduced the idea of taking Design India magazine to an extremely different level. And he was quite passionate about doing something about it. And that's when we decided to come together for something. And of course, I also, my history, my idea was the same. So we thought of working together. Now, Design India magazine, of course, we all know, is an international magazine and a curated platform. Yeah, and a curated platform for the entire, right across the globe. And also, if you can see, of course, these are a few examples. So what has Design India magazine done till now? It has actually brought designers to limelight. And on the other side, it has inspired a lot of designers, young people, aspired designers, professionals in the industry. Having said that, of course, it's an emotional moment because Sudhir has just launched the last final issue. Of course, it is on a pause. He's not saying that we'll stop it. So it is an emotional moment for the entire team, I'm sure, and Sudhir, as much as it is an emotional moment for me as a reader. Hats off to Sudhir for pulling it off so well. At the same time, now everyone knows that the rules of engagement have changed. Technology and internet have been the important players. And having said that, by focusing on screens and pixels, but the entire idea of a physical space as such, meeting people in person, the feel, the touch has created its own value after COVID-19. Of course, we all know that. Now, talking about a physical space, what do you think why people go to a cafe? People actually normally people go to a cafe for, to just grab a cup of coffee or tea, or maybe, interact, some food, and work together. So that is what the entire idea of a normal cafe is. But having said that, what if there is a space, there is a cafe with, of course, the normal stuff and adding value to it? We have a lot of design activities happening there, So, and this is what is Design India Cafe all about. This is how the basic visualization of Design India Cafe is. Also, when we talk about Design India Cafe, there are a lot of verticals a lot of activities that we are planning to do here, out of which one is, just imagine the way Design India magazine has been. We have brought designers into limelight. The same thing will continue being here in the space, but the entire environment being heavily, heavily relying on a lot of much more work. For example, when you see this space, there are a couple of, you imagine there are a couple of jewelry designers' work from Jaipur being displayed. Besides that, you have an automobile designer's work being displayed. The entire design of the cafe is such that people, when a normal person or a student or whoever it is sitting there, no two people will be actually visualizing or seeing the same amount of work around. So that is what the entire idea is, to actually display the lot of work around, promote design. Also, there will be the entire idea of conducting and curating workshops for children as well as adults. There will be master classes of any discipline. At the same time, now that when all these things are happening, using technology, what we have planned is that the same sessions will be created right across the cafes that we are planning in the first year. We are planning 10 different design cafes right across the country, including the cities like Pune, Ahmedabad, Goa. We have Bangalore, Jaipur. That brings a smile on someone's face. So that is what the plan is. Also, we will be, of course, using the power of technology everywhere, having apps. We will have a space for merchandise. We'll have products displayed of designers. Imagine the space for a brand launch also. For example, an automobile design company wants to come here and launch its product, only relying on a dealership or maybe a mall where people have different agendas to go through. Imagine this space with good music, good ambience, good food. You have a lot of news channels covering up. And then you interact with the customer. So that is exactly what Design India Cafe will do. So basically, Design India Cafe is a space or a platform for anyone and everyone to come together to interact as well as witness a lot of design activities happening. And at the same time, you get aware, share, as well as care through the entire idea of art and design. The cafe is work in progress, so a lot of feedback is always welcome, the way Sudhir always says. I'm sure you all are looking forward. This is, of course, it is just a concept presentation, and I'm sure you all are looking forward to make this idea turn into reality as much as I am and Sudhir is passionate about giving this presentation. Thank you, and see you for a cup of coffee in our first Design India Cafe. Thank you.